ninjas, how are you doing? Happy Friday. It's your girl Owamie, aka the only Miss Fear Focal in this YouTube streets. If it's the first time joining me, most definitely welcome. Please do make sure that you subscribe and hit the bell. I absolutely love you. Now my ninjas, of course you guys know we are here and we've got drop here luxury curtains and blinds. They are the ones that actually did that gorgeous curtain that you're seeing behind me. If you are moving places, you've got a new house, you want to upgrade your current home, drop here luxury curtains and blinds are definitely the guys for you guys. And of course you guys should also know that quality ain't really quality unless it is Mumpandi Studios that is providing that for you. If you want to start a podcast, you want to shoot something, anything, contact us and we will give you the best quality. Okay, we recently added a drone, by the way, but that's something for another day. But anyway, let's go ahead and talk about Mr. Matlala, because you know he did continue with his testimony, and I should say interrogation, I should go ahead and say, yeah, in front of parliamentary, and we're gonna go ahead and just get into that. I did see that yesterday's video that I uploaded. You guys were not really too interested in watching it because it didn't get many views, so I'm just asking myself, are you guys not interested in this? Though I know that my channel really does not talk about politics because we know that those niggas are too corrupt for us to talk about them. We don't want them to take us out. But I did find that, because I did watch it, right, real time I was watching it, and what I actually did find super interesting was the fact that we did finally get some new information when it comes to Mr. Jerry's kidnapping. Now if you guys know, right after Matlala was arrested, all these allegations against him started coming out, including that, you know, there are allegations that he's the one that kidnapped Jerry, and he came in to basically clear some stuff. So everything is alleged based off of what Kat has been saying. So before I obviously tell you guys what he said about the kidnapping of Jerry, I forget his name, his surname, is it Sishok? But I think I wrote it down somewhere here, so we are still gonna get to it. When we get to it, I am going to actually have you guys know, right? But I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys what we knew before, right? So what we knew is that this guy is a businessman. He deals with cattle and he's got farms and stuff like that. He was owing Matlala and he got kidnapped. So they were wanting a ransom of 10 million rands, and they would send videos of him being tortured, you know, bloody, beaten and everything. And you could visibly see that as the months were progressing, he was progressively losing a lot of weight. Now it did get to a point where, you know, of course, I think it was Cutting Edge where the family had the interview, and you know, they were basically just talking about the torture and the torment that they as a family have been facing, not knowing if their son is still alive, not knowing exactly what is going on, how this has affected obviously his family's children, and yeah, it was something that was quite sad. And I remember just sitting here and being like, giving Mr. Jerry a little bit of a prayer, because I'm like, sir, please come home safe. I hope that, you know, and I was like, oh man, the torture that they've tortured this man is gonna be torturized for life and traumatized for life. But now, new information. Let's go ahead and get into what Mr. Cat Meow was actually saying. So Cat is saying that when Jerry was kidnapped, is it General Sibia? I'm gonna say Sibia. Sibia went to him claiming that his name was dropped in his office, and I guess that's why he was there. Maybe he was trying to just, you know, obviously doing the investigations and everything. But when I tell you that Matlala was singing like a cat, he wasn't playing. Okay, he was singing. That man was singing. So he basically says that his friend Mr. Jerry was actually a drug lord. He was a drug lord. He was a drug dealer. Now, remember when he got kidnapped, the story that we had was that, you know, he went to this place in Centurion with his brother, and then he went, you know, into this shop. I just forgot the name of the restaurant, but it's really like just a common shop. I think it's a McDonald's or a KFC, something like that. And then the brother was told to wait in the car, which he did. After he waited, in the car. Next thing, the brother was not coming back, and then that's when they got a message that, you know, we have taken him, and then that's when they started now demanding ransom. So Cat Matlala is basically saying that he had actually gone for a drug meeting gone wrong, right? So he's saying that he was supposed to go there, I guess, to collect this other substance that is supposed to make drugs, right? So I was just asking myself, because I think that he did speak of the grams. It was like what, 20 kgs, which, okay, I guess 20 kgs is something that you can definitely carry in your car, but the way that he's situating it is like it was a drug meeting gone wrong. He ended up getting kidnapped. And then he also goes on to say that the wife had actually said that when he left the house, he had said that, you know, he's going to collect money from someone that owes him money, and he says that he forgot the name of the guy, but the wife knows the name of the guy, that the husband, you know, Mr. Jerry, had said that he owed him money, and that's how he went out to actually get his money back. So Cat Matlala is admitting that he is good friends with Jerry, and you know, that they're definitely good friends. And he also then went on to say that General Sibia knows that Jerry went to fetch them drugs. That's what Mr. Ketty is actually saying. This is actually so nice, eh? Like, it can hold hot substances and you can't even feel it. Like, I'm impressed. This is really nice. But anyway, he says that when his house, Cat Matlala is saying that when his house was raided, they were looking for Jerry. And then he goes on to say that Jerry's minor son, and I'm not sure if he's saying wife, but he said Miss, I had Mkati. I don't know if the name I had was like proper. He's saying that they too were kidnapped, which is new information for me. However, they said that the ransom was paid, and so the son and the woman were released. However, Mr. Jerry was not released, because I guess that is because the money that was being demanded was just not paid yet, right? So he goes on to say, because there are people that were actually saying that, you know, Cat Matlala and Jerry, they were working together. I also heard that rumor that, you know, somehow, I don't know if he was providing security for Jerry or something, but somehow they had a working relationship. Cat Matlala is saying that is false. He says that him and Jerry have never ever worked together, or rather, they were not working together. The only thing was that they are friends, close friends, right? So he then also admits that he knew that you know, Jerry was involved in drug dealings, and he says that he's not part of any drug cartel. He's not part of anything. He's just an innocent, faithful, well, let me not add faithful, businessman. Okay. He then also says that it is true that Jerry was owing him money, but he says that he really does not know exactly how much, but it's like 100 and something thousand rands. He says that he had loaned him 1 million rands. When I tell you that Mr. Cat Matlala is very generous with his money and his friends, like he's out here dashing my $500,000. He's busy just saying, you know, as a friend, I can borrow you 1 million. It's about a while to get to that level where I can just actually borrow my friend 1 million. No, honestly, I'd do it. Like, I'd do it. If I was rich, I'd definitely do it. And then so that's the part that I was saying, that, you know, he had gone there to fetch you know, a substance that would actually manufacture like drugs, and a lot of them, right? So he also then went on to say that the ransom that was being asked for was 10 million rands. He did offer to pay 5 million rands if the father-in-law would actually pay another 5 million, which means that the father-in-law has to be in good standing if Cat did believe that the father-in-law would be able to come up with such an amount. Now he says that it seems like the father-in-law did say that if anything ever happened to me and they kidnap me, don't ever give them any money. And I guess the 5 million, the father-in-law never released it, so that's why Mr. Jerry is still there. Now I think that for me, before hearing all this stuff, Of course, my heart was very painful for Mr. Jerry. But if what is being said by Mr. Ket Matlala is true, dear kidnappers, you might as well just keep him. That's my personal opinion. Like, guys, we don't need no drug lords in our streets. If you see how much drugs are actually terrorizing our community, like, you would understand that actually selling drugs should be a death penalty sentence. Like, it should carry a death penalty sentence, in my personal opinion, because it's not different from you actually killing someone. The only thing is you kill them slow and you get to gain a lot of money with all that you are actually doing. Now, I saw that in Parliament there was a lot of parliamentaries that were like shocked, like, you would be friends with a drug dealer, so what, you know, what type of friends do you hang around with? You would be this, you would be that. And listen, I'm gonna talk down on us being friends with people that we know that they are doing wrong. I won't lie, I would look down at it, right? But I can bet you dollars, not just rands, that the people that are sitting in that parliamentary, some of them that are actually even asking those questions, you might find that they actually know abusers and they talk to abusers, they work with abusers, they have a working relationship with abusers, they've got a working friendship with abusers, they know. But all because, oh, now it's drugs and you're on the other side, you have to act holier than thou. I don't get that part. I truly believe in, let us have it all fair across the board. If we are going to condemn people for being friends with drug dealers, we should also condemn people for being friends with that uncle you know has sexually abused the child within the family, which is the family kept secret. It should honestly be like that. It should be across board. It should be something that we all speak against. Now, there were valid questions that I felt were being asked, you know, to say that how would you, you know, borrow 1 million rands to somebody that you know is a drug lord? Because the way that is being said, remember, a drug dealer is somebody that gets drugs and they deal drugs. A drug lord is somebody that supplies drugs to drug dealers. So if Ket is alleging that Jerry was going to fetch a substance that then manufactures drugs, then it means that he was a drug lord, not just a drug dealer. He had dealers under him for sure, you know, but he was the drug lord if he has the substance to actually produce the drugs, right? So I do feel that, you know, that was a valid question to say, you're gonna borrow a drug lord 1 million rands, and you don't even know if that 1 million rands is gonna now be used to go manufacture more drugs, and then he's gonna pay you back your money after he has sold those drugs and everything, killing our community and everything. And Ket Matlala was like, listen, he came to me and said that he wanted a business loan, he wanted a loan so that it could help with his farm, with his cows and everything. He came to me. He said that's what he wanted the money for. I gave him the money knowing that that's what he wanted the money for. What he goes on to do with that money, and I borrowed a friend money, and I was like, guys, Ket is very catty. He's very, very catty. Like, you can just see even the manner in which he speaks to these people. He's so annoyed. Like, for me, I just feel like he's looking at them like, you don't have enough money to be questioning me these rubbish nonsense questions. That's how I honestly feel. But I think the only issue that I'm having here when it comes to Mr. Ket Matlala and this whole situation, because I'm going to do another video and we're going to be talking about a different thing, which is just the overall, because here I wanted us to talk about Mr. Jerry. What I actually am going to go ahead and say is that for some reason, Mr. Ket Matlala, he really is making sense. When it comes to a lot of stuff, he really is making sense. Now, he's not just a rich, dumb guy. That guy is actually quite smart. He knows how to piss these people off. He knows how, because if you look at it, in most cases, he's composed. Our parliamentary people were going off, guys, like they're yelling, they're whatever. And if you guys watched yesterday's video, I said that he's doing it intentionally, where you will ask him a question and he will keep on asking you, what? As if he doesn't understand. That man is smarter than that. We all know that. He knows and understands what those questions are saying, you understand? But if there's one thing that he managed to do, was to sit there and remove sympathy from the kidnapping of his friend. to know too much about how kidnappers do when they kidnap somebody, because he said that why would I put him in my house, because I would just put him in a safe house. So it's like, why wouldn't I put him in a safe house and put him in my house where my wife and my kids would be there, where they would see him and maybe call the police? Like, so I'm like, okay, maybe it's just that thing of he's smart, but or maybe said, do you have a safe house somewhere? That's the question that honestly we would actually sit here and question, you know, and try to understand. But anyway, do go ahead and comment down below what you guys actually think. And again, when he said that when the police came and they raided his house, they were looking for Jerry, I was like, okay, maybe that's the answering, or you know, how many times did they go and raid his house? You know, that okay, then it means that that's the reason why they were there. But even if General Sibia went to him and said that your name was dropped in my office, that's not enough to get a search warrant. So when they went to search his house and took his timepieces, which did confirm that he never got back, then under whose instructions? Because the cops don't just act. There has to be a court order and a warrant of search that should be there. But due to the corruption that we have in this country, it's just so unfortunate that things like this would actually happen. But anyway, I guess they know how to do it. But all I'm saying is that if honestly it is the truth that Mr. Jerry was a drug lord and this whole thing was actually a drug dealing gone wrong, how they can keep it baggage. Like, I'm so sorry to the family, but guys, we cannot have drug laws in our streets. May this happen to the rest of them. Okay, let me not say that, because now it will be like I'm inciting violence. But we don't need drug dealers, guys, like in our streets. Like, drugs have really honestly like destroyed our communities. It really has been a lot. But anyway, go ahead and comment down below what you guys think. From Owamie, I love you guys, stay blessed, and yeah, I'll see you guys in my next upload. Bye, ninjas.